In the heart of an enchanted forest, hidden away from the prying eyes of the outside world, lived a tribe of wood elves. They were a secretive people, with a deep connection to the land and the ancient magic that flowed through it. The forest was their home, and they lived in harmony with the creatures that dwelled within it. The trees themselves were their protectors, and the elves had learned how to harness the magic of the forest to aid them in their daily lives. One day, a young elf named Lyra was out foraging for berries when she stumbled upon an ancient tree. Its bark was as black as night, and its branches stretched up to the sky, reaching towards the sun. As she approached, she felt a strange energy emanating from the tree. It was almost as if it was alive, and it was calling out to her. Without hesitation, Lyra reached out and touched the tree, and in an instant, she was transported to another realm. The world around her was unlike anything she had ever seen. The sky was a deep shade of purple, and the ground beneath her feet glowed with a soft blue light. As she looked around, she saw creatures that she had only ever heard of in stories. There were unicorns with rainbow manes, and dragons with scales that shimmered like diamonds. As she walked through the strange world, Lyra came across a group of fairies. They were dancing in a circle, and their laughter filled the air. One of them noticed Lyra and beckoned her over. "Welcome, little one," said the fairy. "We have been waiting for you." Lyra was confused. "Waiting for me? Why?" The fairy smiled. "Because you are special. You have a connection to the magic of this world, just as we do." As Lyra looked around at the wondrous world she had found herself in, she knew that she would never be able to leave it behind. She wanted to stay there forever, to explore every corner of the magical realm and learn all there was to know about its secrets. But as much as she wanted to stay, she knew that she had to return to her own world. There were people there who needed her, and she couldn't abandon them. With a heavy heart, Lyra said goodbye to the fairies and the magical creatures she had met in the enchanted forest. As she reached out to touch the black tree once more, she felt a surge of energy, and she was once again transported back to her own world. When she opened her eyes, she was back in the forest, surrounded by the trees and the creatures that she loved so much. But now, she knew that there was so much more to the world than she had ever imagined. From that day on, Lyra spent her days exploring the forest, learning all she could about the ancient magic that flowed through it. And every time she passed by the black tree, she felt a strange energy emanating from it, as if it was calling out to her, beckoning her to return to the magical realm once again.